and I perish with hunger. I will arise and go to my father, and will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you, and I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. As soon, you see, it's funny. It says, as soon as he spent everything. So as soon as he spent his last penny, the entire country falls into a severe famine. I can imagine the scene. As soon as he hands over his last dollar, the people say, there's a famine in the land. And then it says, he began to be in want. Now, see, my picture of that is, well, the extravagant inns, exquisite entrees, intricate items, magnificent mates, and wonderful women disappear as quickly as they came. Alone and friendless, without a dime to his name, he works for a local pig farmer. You see, irony abounds, because nobody takes care of him. He took care of everybody else. But when he needs help, nobody is taking care of him. How ironic. He discovers that the people whom he cared about don't care about him. So here he is, once on top of the world. The younger son is now poor, in the lowest position ever, in what seems to be no time at all. In seeing the pigs eating to their heart's content. And have you seen what pigs eat? And he wants to eat that. That's how hungry this man is, desiring their food out of sheer hunger. Notice what's going on here. He is recognizing his true condition. Now you see, while he was out having a good time, he didn't realize what he had until he lost it. You see, when he was home, he was truly rich. And how was he rich? He was rich in love, support, food and shelter. He had everything he wanted. While he is wallowing in the mud, he ponders the consequences of the choices he made, how empty it left him. And now, in his all-time low, he discovers one truth. He's lost. He may not have been aimless, because he clearly knew what he was doing and where he was going, but he was still lost. Now, you guys may have heard the saying, not all who wander are lost. But you see, the converse is true. Not all who are lost wander. We think the son was wandering. But no, he went somewhere and did something. But he was still lost. And it's here with these smelly pigs in the mud, dirty, that he realizes that he was lost the whole time, the minute he left home. Guilt and shame encompass this young man as he recalls his disrespect and alienation toward his father. Why do you think he said, I sinned against heaven? He realized he broke the commandment which says what? Honor your father and your mother. He misses his father and longs to be back. He ponders to himself the possible consequences for his actions. My father will turn me into a servant, he says to himself. If he is home again, he doesn't care what will become of him? Anything is better than being in mud, hungry, lonely, and broke in a famine-laden country. So he practices his speech, mentally prepares himself for the worst, and makes the long journey home. Verse 20. And he arose and came to his father. But when he was still a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion, and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. And the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your sight, and am no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servants, Bring out the best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand and sandals on his feet. And bring the fatted calf here and kill it. Let us eat and be merry, for this my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. And they began to be merry. Every day, he looked past the way, waiting for his son's return. Every day, he longed to embrace him, to see him back home, safe and sound. Many a sleepless night passed as the son was on his mind. The day finally comes. His worry is turned to joy as his son comes home. The son hadn't even stepped foot onto the driveway when the father rushes out to greet him. Now, in this day and age, it was considered undignified for a man of authority to run. But notice, the father ditches dignity to kiss and hold his son again. The son then recites his speech at terms with his faith. But the father ignores his request as he has his servants pull out costly raiment and prepare the best calf, restoring his status as if he never left. He's happy that he's back. He doesn't care that the son wasted his life on frivolity. The boy's home. And because he's returned, the entire house throws a party like no other. A boy dead in his sins is alive again. A lost boy has been found. Now let me bring this home to you this morning. People leave the faith for various reasons. Can I be honest with you this morning? People leave for a million reasons. Didn't like how this worked, and didn't like that, and I don't like the pastor, and this, that, and the third excuse, they left. But you see, in that case, don't chase after them. Because you see, what you notice, when the son was out having a good time, did the father chase after him, yes or no? No. You see, the father was quiet until the son came home. You see, there was no discussion when he gave the son the inheritance, all right? There was no discussion when the son was out doing his thing. You don't hear of him running after the boy. He stayed home. The father stayed put in prayers and in hopes that his son would return. While that son or daughter of God is out in the world, hope and pray for their return. The world, though enticing, will eventually be laden with famine, and they'll soon see the choices they've made. If they do come back, welcome them with open arms. Treat them as if they never left. You see, I don't know what is it with us sometimes where Somebody, let's say they had left for a while, they came back, and we say some crazy stuff. Like, oh, you shouldn't have left. You see, oh, where have you been? Oh, we say something, or something sort of subtle, like, we haven't seen you in a while. Do you know what, in my book, do you know what you haven't seen you in a while implies? Where have you been? Don't even say that. They come back, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming. Treat them as if they never left. If you see them around, treat them as if they never left. They are a son and a daughter of God. Welcome them with open arms. There's a tendency to guilt trip people for leaving. But don't do that. Don't shun them for the choices they've made. The fact that they're here is more important. They're already filled with dread, like the son. He was filled with dread. Oh man, my dad, I'm gonna get it now. He's gonna turn me into a servant. People are already afraid coming back. Oh man, what are the churchmen gonna say? What's that one guy that keeps guilt tripping? Oh man, don't even do that. They're filled with enough guilt already and shame. The fact that they're back is more important. Don't worry about where they've been or what they've done. They're here. Do you understand? They're here. They could have been anywhere else. But they're here. In God's house. They've responded to the Holy Spirit. And they're here with us. Celebrate with them for coming back. This is the point Jesus brought home to the scribes and Pharisees and brings the point home to you and I today. Let's not be a critical people, disdaining those who return to the faith. They shouldn't have left in the first place. Let's be more like the Father, not harboring past sins, but celebrating their return. They were once dead in sins, but are alive again. They were once lost, but now they are found. Amen.
Amen. Amen.